This video is part of a true crime documentary series. All of the information presented is publicly available and has been covered extensively by media outlets. This video is meant to be a public service in an effort to help solve these cases and bring the criminals to justice. It is not my intention to make light of any of these crimes or the victims involved. Her name was Sarah Miller, and she had a voice like an angel. She was a music teacher with a bright future ahead of her, a beautiful girlfriend, and a loving family who couldn't wait to spoil her first grandchild. But that first grandchild would never get the chance to meet their grandmother, because on May 2015, the 37-year-old's life was cut short, leaving behind a symphony of unanswered questions and a killer who still walks among us. I'm the host. This is part 4 of our true crime series. And this is the Angel's unfinished symphony. Sarah loved music. Her whole life revolved around it. She played the piano, the flute, and sang. In fact, she was so talented that she started teaching music when she was just 18 years old. She was described as a natural-born teacher, patient, kind, and encouraging. Music was her gift, and sharing that gift with others was her passion. In 2015, Sarah taught at a local middle school where she also performed as the school's choir director. Her colleagues described her as enthusiastic, dedicated, and full of life. Her students adored her and would often stay after class to pick her brain about music. One former student told reporters that Sarah was different from other teachers because she didn't just teach music. She taught them how to perform, how to have stage presence. When Sarah wasn't teaching, she spent time with her girlfriend, Brian Winchester. The couple met online while playing World of Warcraft. At the time, Sarah was going through a messy divorce from her husband, David Miller. The two had been married for 14 years and had 2 children together, 9-year-old Caleb and 7-year-old Kyle. Their divorce proceedings were finalized on March 2015. On May 1st, Sarah and Brian took a trip to see a friend in San Diego. They returned home 2 days later and parked their car in the garage. But what happened next remains a mystery. In the weeks following Sarah's disappearance, police found her 2006 Scion TC in the driveway of her home. They also found her cell phone and purse, but they didn't find Sarah. Despite conducting numerous searches and following up on several credible tips, the case went cold. In 2017, the only suspect was an unknown person seen on surveillance cameras near Sarah S.'s home at the time of her disappearance. Then, in 2019, the case took a turn when one of Sarah's family members told News Nation, "We believe that the person we are looking for is someone she knew." The person who did this to her was familiar to her. On January 2020, more than 4 years after Sarah went missing, police arrested 39-year-old David Wayne Miller, Sarah's estranged husband. He was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder. During his trial, Deputy District Attorney Brian told jurors that David killed Sarah in a fit of rage after she accused him of not paying child support and having an affair. On the day she disappeared, Sarah confronted David about his infidelity, and their argument turned physical. David beat Sarah to death, then stuffed her body into a plastic container and hid her in the garage of their family home. Defense attorney Paul Finksler argued that there was no concrete evidence that Sarah had been at her family home. On May 2015, David took the stand in his own defense and denied having an affair. He also denied killing Sarah, but admitted to being a liar, saying he lied to protect his reputation and the reputation of his mistress. Ultimately, the jury agreed with the prosecution and convicted David of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 26 years to life in prison. As for Sarah, her body has still not been recovered. Her family told News Nation that they are happy that justice was served, but nothing can bring back Sarah or ease the pain of losing her. So what do you think? Do you believe that justice was served in this case? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments below. I'm the host. This has been part 4 of our true crime series, and this is the Angel's unfinished symphony. If you have not already subscribed, please do so now. With that, I'll see you next time.